Hi, my name is Tomomi Gariano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 7 of Inktober 2025. Today's tangle is Rambles, which is Zentangle official tangle. I was going to spell INC incorporated, but for whatever reason I misspelled, so I put a little squiggly here. And so this is day 7 already. So before we get going, I'm gonna just take a moment to appreciate previous days. This was day 1, quite simple, which was a nice way to start ease into a practice. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and today is day 7. It's nice to have these little Bijou tiles collection. And Rambles, this is very elegant tangle. So you start with, well, let me show you how it looks. This is Rambles, day 7, and you're going to start with any line, just a random wavy line, and to that, on each tip, or the, well, not quite corner, but you know where it's rounded, you're going to add a little line. This should be about the same length. This can be going up or going down, but if you decide to go up, make sure you do up in every location. And if you decide to go do downward stroke, make sure you're consistent. And once you have that, you're gonna extend a line from here and gently land like this. Like this. You can just do one side first and move. You can rotate the tile if you want to, or keep in the same direction so that I'm not confusing you. And you can move on to the opposite side. However you want to do. This will create a beautiful ribbon-like shape, which comes in handy. So for example, if you want to create a little banner like this, you can do something like this. And you have a cute little banner for your diary or for your card or whatever. So this is quite handy. So let's move on to my little Bijou tile. So the challenge is, so this is really flowy tangle, and I have a very small space. So I have to think how I want to approach this one. So any wavy line would work. So the initial line you shouldn't be overthinking. I'll try to take as much space as possible. So maybe like this. We'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna do upward stroke. See here, I got a little wonky, but that's all right. And on the opposite side, I'll do upward stroke. Maybe here I'll leave it like this for now. And so let's start from this one. So when you add the line from this end of this line, it should aura this shape. So I'm gonna rotate a little bit. Now it doesn't have to be exact, but think of it as a ribbon. You know, the thickness or the width of the ribbon stays the same, so you are more or less alright this existing line. I'm gonna do the opposite side. Oops, this one I think I got a little narrower as I go, and this one is gonna be like this. This one, I think I wanna take it to the end, and perhaps this will come back around maybe, or maybe come back around this way. Maybe I'll pretend like this is coming back this way. Like that. And then you can start embellishing this tangle. You know what? I'm gonna bring my brown pen. And aura this. And you can do this on all of them, but you see how I'm doing like every other one, pretending like this is the front side of the ribbon and this is the back side of the ribbon. So maybe on the back side I'll do a line that's a little softer. That's very elegant, right? And I think this is the first time I brought in my brown pen for Inktober 2025. You know, I don't know why I didn't, but I think this brown works really nicely with the background color I picked. And maybe I'll add a little detail. Little dots at the end. Now you don't have to do any of these, or you can do something completely different. You know, think of it as a ribbon. Find perhaps around your home you have a ribbon that you really like. You can draw another tangle or two inside. You know, mine is in a Bijou tile, so it's very narrow, thin ribbon, so I'm not gonna add any tangle inside, but I think it will look pretty. If you have nice big ribbon, you can add lots of details. So that's the advantage of tangling big. When you start your tangle bigger than you think you need to tangle. Sometimes you are inviting opportunities to tangle inside and add more details, especially when you are new at Zentangle. I notice people tend to tangle really small, which is fun. Tangling small is fun, but if you are the kind of person who tend to tangle small, perhaps once in a while, challenge yourself to tangle big. Go big. Maybe use bigger paper or bigger nib pen. I've been using 01, but even using 05 will force you to go bigger. So when I say 01, it's the size of the pen nib. So the bigger the number, the bigger the tip nib is. So changing the tool will change your style. And I think these little dots are a nice way to, again, sculpt your line. I'll show you in a little bit. Hold on a second, let me just finish this one. And here, I got a little wonky in this line because as I was drawing, I hesitated like which direction I should go. It shows here, but once you add these little dots, you see how it disappeared. So adding details or reshaping the line can be a handy tool, like adding some weight to your lines or adding little dots to your line. It just takes your eyes off from the imperfection you see. But we're not going for perfection. But because you are the one who are drawing, you notice your little thing that you didn't do quite right. I mean, there's no right or wrong, but not quite right in your eyes, in a sense that it wasn't what you intended to do. So when that happens, just look for an opportunity to add little details like this, and you can change how you feel about your tile, your tangle. So I'm going to add a little shading to where things are folding, overlapping. That would be the first thing I would do as far as shading goes, and I'll continue to add a little more details. See, depending on where you land this line, like this has a little more overlapping folded look, whereas this one, it almost has a twisted look. So it has a different feel to it, but you can add some shading, heavy shading, to create more of an overlap look if you want to achieve that kind of look. So you're not done till you're done shading. I love that the Zentangle, the shading, it's part of the process. This is when you can bring life to your tangle. So let's see, I think I want to add highlight. Just here and there where it's bending or rounding to create the look, the illusion of this one is coming, this section is coming forward a little bit. Isn't that pretty? And it's quite simple, it goes really fast, and this is a great tangle to also intertwine with other tangles. You can create a bouquet of organic tangles with this. But anyways, thank you for watching. This is day 7 and I will see you for day 8. Bye now.